Now, United States President Barrack Obama kicked off his Africa tour in Senegal in an itinerary that will skip Kenya. As he begins his tour, it has emerged that business mogul Chris Kirubi and Safaricom Chief Executive Officer Bob Collymore have snubbed Obama's invite to Tanzania for his meeting with Africa's leading entrepreneurs. But as Sam Ogina reports, the Chief Justice Dr Willy Mutunga is heading to Senegal to meet Obama.
Counter-terrorism speech at
the Obama week-long Africa tour officially kicks off Wednesday. The U.S. president itinerary has sidestepped Kenya owing to the ICC cases facing the country's president and his deputy, a stance that has not only irked businessman Chris Kirubi, but equally Safaricom CEO Bob Collymore. Collymore says despite being invited, he will not honor the invite due to a calendar clash.
Giving him the contempt card, which is what Uhuru has done by disappearing to Russia, Japan and China, is the best strategy. We are making a statement saying, if you ain't coming to Kenya, forget about it. We will not mourn, we will not wait for you. It'll go about doing our business as usual.
Obama makes his first stop in Senegal for 2 days, where he will meet with 11 African Chief Justices, including Kenya's CJ, Dr Willy Mutunga, the only Kenyan to honor Obama's invite. He will then proceed to South Africa for another 2 days. Obama will finalize his trip in Tanzania, where he is to meet with Africa's leading business icons. Obama's Africa trip has elicited mixed reactions in Kogalo, home to his father and grandmother.
Okay, I didn't feel good when he can come to Africa and is living here without touching even his homeland, even an hour. I think now you're not happy.
He's our man. He should feel at home and come to Kenya to visit the people of Kogelo.
His grandmother is about 80-something. She will be very soon she'll be the age of Mandela. And should anything happen and she is hospitalized like Mandela, and God forbid should he call her home, how will he respond? Will he also send an emissary? Or he'll attend a funeral from Tanzania?
Nonetheless, the U.S. has been blasted for applying double standards on engaging with suspects. In his tweet, former Imenti Central MP Gitobe Manyara says, in the G7 meeting, Obama did not object to meetings with Italy's Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi, then facing sex charges, but will not meet President Uhuru Kenyatta.
And by saying that we are not showing up in your country, he's saying, I would have rather that you went the other way. So basically, the visit is not a snub on the two leaders, it's a snub and a slap on the face of all Kenyans.
While the U.S. says President Obama's trip in Africa is to advance trade ties with its key allies, observers believe Obama's decision to skip Kenya was a political statement to President Uhuru Kenyatta and his government. Sam Ogina, KTN, Nairobi.